serious. Redditors currently in a relationship. Besides dinner and a movie, what are your favorite activities for date night? Asking for a friend. Edit: Here's a list of some of the most popular replies received in no particular order. Dashboard. Games, video games, stargazing, hiking, sex, especially anal, walks around the city, long drives, museums, camping, picnics, cooking together, going to shows, doing pottery, painting classes, bar hopping, zoo, geocaching, beach, Netflix and chill, arcades, art galleries, comedy shows, casinos, brewery tour, wine tastings, sporting events, rock climbing, bowling, miniature golf, shooting range, trips to IKEA with wine. Edit 2. Thanks for the gold. Edit 3. Thanks for the extra gold. /u/nothing random.
Back to box says we like those free evening concerts offered by music departments of local colleges, universities. They're excellent quality, and often followed by receptions with good food and a chance to meet new, interesting people.
Metalv69 says our policy now is, whatever we do, we have the sex first. Literally, we drop the kid off with her parents then go have sex. It's so much better this way. We discovered we both hated having sex after going out to dinner. You're kinda full, sometimes have garlic breath, it's late, you're tired, etc. If you do it before it's more fun, you spend the time better. I'd rather rush dinner if I have to rush something, and then when you go out you're totally relaxed and you enjoy whatever you do a lot more, because you just got laid.
Mojo says my wife will read books that she likes to me. I love it.
Negra says we went to an observatory at a local university to stargaze.
Deleted, says games. Could be board games, video games or sports. Depending on the couple's personalities you can play competitively or cooperatively, but either way it's a great way to spend an evening with your so. Deleted, replies, deleted.
Saifa says haven't seen making dinner together yet. My SO and I love to cook together. We are working on expanding our repertoire. After you cook you have something to wash down with wine.
Pat Mustard 2 says we don't have date nights per se, but every Friday Saturday when the kid's in bed, we sit in the kitchen, get Spotify on and drink till midnight whilst talking about the week and whatnot. Can't really remember the last time we actually watched any TV on a weekend. Edit, it's always the throwaway comments that get seen the most. Thank you for the gold. I will be sure to bring this up during tomorrow's kitchen session. Based on the votes this has got, I expect a few more people around the world will be stopping off to buy some booze tomorrow after work. Happy kitchen drinking everyone.
Pokepoke says my wife and I like to visit breweries in our area, go to concerts or just people watch in various areas of town, such as 36th Street in Austin. Jesse Express says we walk around the city aimlessly sometimes and I love it. Probably not the best suggestion, but sometimes you can find interesting stuff along the way. And it's plenty of time to talk with no distractions like a movie or eating.
Kizza the Hun says we've been doing those paint night things. It's actually pretty fun painting whilst surrounded by women in various stages of inebriation. Here's what I painted last night. Supposed to be a couple kissing on the bridge. I went a different route. Edit. Thanks for the gold, stranger. Here's a picture of what is was supposed to look like. I'm the fat guy in the middle.
Homer once says my wife and I kind of ran out of ideas to do things that we both like, so we instituted a date-day night plan. We would alternate weeks where one spouse would choose what to do and not tell the other spouse. So we ended up doing a bunch of things that we have not tried before because one of us was always disinterested in that activity or place to eat. Worked out great for me. Yes, my wife is picky. I wanted to go to the horse races but she always poo-pooed the plan. Problem solved. Take her to lunch then head over to the track for a few hours, and she enjoyed it. I highly recommend this for everyone. Damn. 2000 karmas for a little idea.
Shrejner85 says let me tell you about a little night that I like to call Stir Friday. Corporaler says fighting, as in play fighting, and with play fighting I mean, she trying to wrestle me, and I'm making sure she won't hurt herself in the progress.
Deleted, says, deleted.
Why I am not doing work says living in Northeast. During the summer there is a lot we do: fishing, kayaking, hiking, softball, tubing, going to shows, dancing. In the winter the list looks a lot more like drinking, More sex drinking, then having sex, and then having more sex sleeping.
Jigglydeep says if we're trying to save money, on a Friday night we'll put on our comfiest PJs and make a giant pillow fort bed with blankets on the floor in front of the couch. Then we make a giant bowl of popcorn, have whatever beer wine is in the house and watch Netflix or a Disney movie. It makes us feels like kids again and is super relaxing and fun after a long work week. Kiloquus says we both love reading, so we'll go to Barnes & Noble or a used bookstore and just browse for a few hours. Then we'll go buy some Starbucks and sit and read together.
Tatux says usually when my so's daughter goes to her grandparents for a day, we end up doing one of the following: crossword puzzles, gaming together, a drive through the city or elsewhere with a good view, sitting in bed talking, a fun evening night with alcohol in play. Sometimes ends up in us going to a karaoke bar for a few drinks. Wild, steamy sex. Now that I've written that down, I just realized we're a pretty boring couple.
Deleted, says, deleted, deleted, replies, deleted.
Canitas Burritos says we wait until the wee hours of the morning and then go to Kroger. It's amazing the good times that can be had when you're all alone with your SO in an empty grocery store at 3 a.m.
Deleted, says my boyfriend and I mini golf for sexual favors on occasion. We went to the actual driving range last time, though neither of us golf. We were so bad we spent the whole time just trying to hit the little cart that goes around and collects the balls. It was great.
JM419 says we just like to talk. Seriously, talking to your SO is like the best thing you can do to keep your relationship healthy. Get to know them, learn about their hobbies, see what they like to do. Once you've been in a relationship for a year or two, or longer, these conversations become more and more interesting as you learn more about each other. It's nice to have someone you can vent to about your day, or who knows everything about you, so you can just sit and commiserate about work with, or talk about weekend plans with, whatever. It's nice to have someone to talk to.
Musty Cheese says I like to go for ice cream, or even for a walk somewhere on a nice day.
The Pugnacious says a lot of Hearthstone. We play other games together, and with more of our friends. But date night is for cuddling and getting mad at bad draws. We're pretty sure we used up our good RNG finding each other, but it's worth it.
VA Zelman says on the phone, "Hey, I just bought a new coloring book. Want to come over and color?" Jeffrey Gurian.
Fatuous says during my dating days, I asked a girl to a sky party and both times they accepted. What is a sky party? We have a nearby science museum that has sky parties on Fridays where people bring their telescopes. Everyone is invited even if you don't have a telescope. Telescope owners like to geek out with their scopes. They'll point it to something cool in space and tell you about their 10-inch Schmidt. Before I say, ask her to a sky party, let me throw this question out to the ladies. Ladies, if a guy you were interested in asked if you wanted to go to a sky party, would you go?
Guitar Sticks says puzzles. I got one as a joke last year and now we're addicted. Put good music on the stereo and work on a big puzzle. You'll be surprised how much you'll enjoy it.
Pankin says co-op video games, Scrabble and beer.
Gavin says my wife and I have been together since we were in high school and married 10 years. Some of my fondest memories are when we used to go to our high school dances, so just finding a place hosting dancing and then being able to go is my favorite clothed date night activity by far.
Deleted, says, removed. Deleted, replies, removed.
Tat Didimac says every Wednesday me and the fella go to our local for a couple of pints and the weekly pub quiz. Now you might assume that we will probably end up arguing in a competitive alcohol-fueled rage, but no, it's actually a nice reminder that we work well as a team and that whether we win or lose we will always come out smiling. Oh, and we like to drink.
Beer is food says sometimes my girlfriend and I play this game where I try to take her pants off and she watches Charmed and acts annoyed.
Piranomatic says hammocks. Grab yourself a cheap hammock off of eBay or whatever, plus some of those ratchet tie-down straps. Anywhere there are two things, you can string a hammock between them. That plus some crackers and cheese and wine and a sunset. You're solid. 2. Coffee and a wander. Pretty much that. Fortunately we live walking distance to the cultural heart of our particular city, so an hour spent plurching tends to be worth it. Never, ever, ever, ever underestimate the value in looking straight into your girl boy friend's eyes while he tells you about their day civilization. Yeah, I know, but there's something about a solitaire style sharing of the tactics and goals you've got shared between two people that both understand the game. It's like, what the fuck, Genghis? Did I not just stomp you into kindling? Why are you even attempting to bring your stupid keshiks toward my entrenched cavalry? Shared experience, I guess. Plus, it's got replayability, too. Moderate drug use plus art. I mean, caffeine, THC, alcohol. Just get a little stupid and create stuff. Markers, watercolors, pencil and paper. Trade ideas, shit. Trade whole projects back and forth. End up with something that's both of yours. Paint on each other. Decorate the back of her hand. Whatever. 7. Not sex, but connection. Physical contact. Skin on skin. As much of it as possible. Sure, it'll turn into sex, but just enjoy the warmth and life that pours into you. Glide. Be patient. Go slow. Let it stoke itself into hot itching craziness that you have to scrub clean with sweat and fire. Appreciate the smells and flavors and textures. The prickles and tickles and all that fun shit that you're missing out on. 3. Read a book to each other. You'd really be surprised. This can be combined with cooking dinner, playing Civ, drawing, hammock swinging, all of it. Pick a book that you like and share it. Edit. Man. Thanks Reddit. You guys. My first gold. I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
Swigenic says sex. Yes. This is a serious answer.
Sal6er says I'm really good with these. I've nearly perfected this part. I know I'm late to the party and this will get buried, but what the hell. Kite flying on late summer days. Paintball, mountain climbing, indoor kind if you're city folks. Volunteer every week at the animal shelter. You get to give puppies baths. Shoe shopping with her. At first I was skeptical, but you can make it hilarious, trust me. My favorite play here is act like a shoe salesman. You get to seriously freak out the real one and give him hope. When he sees you all touchy and kissy with her. Boxing, it always ends in the hottest sex ever. Cheesy pickup lines games. You're out in a cafe or in a restaurant and very dramatically you hit on each other. Rule is you have to reply in the douchiest way possible. Tag, play tag in the park, cuddle under the stars, chill in the car listening and singing classic rock songs, brush her hair. Admit it, we guys love playing with a girl's hair. Headphones in, listen to different songs and dance together. It's hilarious once you get into it. Rollerblades. I can never figure out why they're not still cool. Strip dancing to each other, play fencing with sticks in the park, art galleries, gardening, landscape each other. It sounds gross at first, but it's really hot. Read to each other. Bonus points for poems. Sext when you're out with friends. It's fucking hot as hell. Surprise tickle attacks, massage each other. Set time aside for this and be really take your time. Manicure and pedicure together, random coffee meetups, naked workouts, petting zoos, face painting each other. It's worth it. Park poetry. Has to be original work, and basically whatever the fuck you can think of. My girl and I come up with things as silly as a surprise foot race, grabby panties, basically groping like idiot teens, spitting contests, kissing sessions and anything you want. Did I mention laser tag? Edit. I know I started replying to you guys, but something called a work meeting interrupted my Redditing. I'll be back in an hour or so. I also fixed the format a bit. Matman88 says stargazing, especially if there is a good meteor shower. Grab a blanket, some chocolate and some wine and go someplace dark and peaceful. Bitches love that shit.
L. Dochard says a couple weeks ago, my wife's parents watched our daughter for the evening, and we brought vanilla ice cream, a couple bottles of not your father's root beer, and drove down to the water. We found a nice view of the ocean on some rocks, and had alcoholic root beer floats. We just hung out and talked for a while, then went home when it got dark.
Jburn0129 says we will go to the local winery. It's bring your own food and buy their wine. You can sit and chill as long as you want and just hang out. Tons of picnic tables outside overlooking the vineyard or by a pond, or hang out inside where they usually have live music. Kurs Pemel says I like variety. I get on Gruppen and look at the local deals and go on tours or short trips or eat at different places. I try to do something different every time.
Tactician Robin says bowling or minigolf. Stuff like that. Also ice cream. Sometimes we like to go to a bookstore and just walk around looking at stuff.
Deleted, says we are outdoorsy, so a hike or bike ride followed up by dinner and drinks is our favorite. Bonus points if we can find a hot tub later.
LS Jackson 72 says walking together. We have one night a week where we go somewhere, beach, park, hiking trail, etc., and we just walk for at least a couple hours, sometimes more. We talk almost the whole time. Well, she talks, I listen and make small comments. That time brings us very close and keeps us in the loop with what is going on in each other's lives, all while getting great exercise. Sometimes we mix it up by bringing some stiff mixed drinks with us and laugh at how silly we look walking when the drinks are gone.
Wisha says my wife and I like to go to bar trivia a lot. There's always one happening within 30 minutes from us most nights of the week, so we can always go if we feel compelled to go out.
Stoned Cupcake 1 says Reed, me and my so both have a mutual interest in World War II history and we decided to pick up a biography on Eva Braun. It's super fun to talk about, especially because we feel like experts in a subject not a lot of people know about. It's almost like taking a class together. I read to her and she reads to me. Mix this with a picnic in a park on a nice day. Can't get any better than that.
Deleted, says, removed. Deleted, replies, removed.
Immuniska says we used to go on a bunch of brewery tours. We drive to nearby cities and do various ghost tours. There's always local stuff going on. International food festivals, food truck rodeos. Bowling is fun if you just want a quick few-hour date. Go-karting, rock climbing is always a hoot.